We'll see how Rahu's transit is going to be for Libra ascendants. For Libra ascendants, Rahu is transiting the 6th house. So from the transit, Rahu is aspecting the 10th house, and also Rahu is also going to aspect the 2nd house. Now, since Rahu is aspecting the 2nd house, there is going to be a risk of financial fraud. So you should avoid any kind of investment that you're not confident with. So you may also take short trips. You have to give a lot of importance to your health during this time. So it can happen that you might fall sick and you want to, when you go to hospital, they might end up saying, there is no issue. They might not be able to diagnose, what is the problem or what is the exact issue. That could happen mainly because, Rahu can create illusion. So therefore, it will be a little difficult to find out what exactly is the issue with the health. So if at all, if you have even minute problems with health, please go visit a doctor rather than just taking self-medication. So please do take care of your health. So, and if you're someone who takes a lot of short trips, then it can affect your health this way also. However, this Rahu transit can make you more egoistic. So you want more recognition. You want more respect from society. So you expect all of these from other people. So, and again, you see, you will be able to increase your source of income because since Rahu is looking at the 2nd house, you probably will want to invest in a stock market. You might want to invest in mutual fund or any other kind of investment, will be done during this particular transit. But you have to make sure that you be very careful and you study properly as to where you're investing before you invest your money. You need to read all documentations and all of that properly. And also, this particular Rahu transit will definitely elevate your social status, especially at work. And in case if you ask for any help from your maternal uncle, so they might actually come to help you because 6th house is all about your maternal uncle. So try and definitely avoid any kind of argumentative conversations with people from work as well as your maternal uncle. So for Scorpio ascendants, Rahu is transiting the 5th house. Now Rahu transiting the 5th house here looks at the 9th house, and also it looks at the 1st house. So in case if you were having any kind of issues with people previously, now all of those issues will be solved, and you will actually solve them very creatively or very, you will deal with it very tactfully. You will definitely have a lot of your confidence level will be very high during this transit because Rahu is looking at the 1st house. And again, it can make you very egoistic. So you need to be very grounded in case if you want a very good result of Rahu transit. And never try to become very egoistic or never use harsh words with anybody. Be very careful as to how or what you say to other people and how you are with other people. You might become a little harsh because of your overconfidence. So that thing has to be kind of taken care of. And married life will have a little bit of ups and downs. So in case if you're facing ups and downs, you can talk to your partner, have open conversation rather than having a fight or keeping things to yourself. Because if you are going to keep things to yourself, then it is going to cause you a lot of stress. Again, it is mainly because Rahu is aspecting the 1st house, and Rahu aspecting the 1st house can actually give you a lot of confusion, stress, unwanted stress. So that is going to be there for this 1.5 or 18 months. But you will have to probably get into a little bit of meditation or yoga practices, or you can do some chakra healing. So that way you can keep your, mind a little bit of stress free, and being connected to your body and being connected, if body and mind are aligned, then you will, if any kind of problem, if you're facing any kind of issues, then that's not going to affect you. Otherwise, this transit will definitely give you a lot of stress otherwise. And also, you will be definitely taking up a lot of journeys. Mostly you will be visiting abroad, or there are chances you might visit a lot of, religious places, which is, again, it will be very good because, Rahu's transit, in case if you're visiting temples, it will definitely mitigate any kind of ill effect that Rahu is giving. And if you feel that this particular transit is giving you a lot of mental stress, then what you can actually do is you can visit any Nagdevta temple, offer milk, and do some puja or something to your ability. Even if you don't do any puja, it is completely fine. If you're not able to visit any Nagdevta temple, you can probably chant mantras or stotras which are, related to Nagdevata. And you should be, and you will definitely see some kind of changes. So you can do that if you're like really stressed out, or if you're not able to handle this transit. Otherwise, you can just keep a check on your, your anger. That would be more than enough. And this is going to be perfectly, this particular transit will be perfectly okay for you. And if you're planning to take up any kind of creative arts, or if you want to learn arts, like dance, painting, or any sort of art form, if you're interested in it, this is a period, Rahu could amplify that opportunity for you. So, and you will definitely do very good with this particular creative work. So overall, I would say this is mixed. This transit will give you mixed results, and definitely if you can keep your anger in control, this transit will definitely be very good for you. For Sagittarius ascendant, Rahu is transiting the 4th house. So Rahu is aspecting the 8th house and also the 12th house. Now, Rahu is sitting in the 4th house. So 4th house is related to property, like real estate, house, mother. Now, you have to be careful in matters of dealing with real estate or real estate matters, basically. So in case if you're looking to buy any property or buy a new house, making any renovation to the house, do it carefully. You should make sure that you're not getting cheated. That this is a period where you need to take care of your mother's health, and also, any kind of issues or any kind of argument with mother has to be avoided, because Rahu here can trigger problems with your mother, problems at home with people at home. So you have to be very careful in dealing with people in the house. Now, since Rahu is looking at the 8th house, now 8th house is a house where you can get, it could be good or bad things, you can get it all of a sudden. So you're expected to get a lump sum amount of money all of a sudden. So it's not just in terms of money. So it could be gold, it could be any monetary benefits. So you will see that you're getting it very quickly. But at the same time, Rahu is looking at the 12th house. So which shows that you will have some kind of losses also. So in case if you're planning to invest in some business or some stock market or any financial matters, if you're thinking of any investments, you need to do it really carefully during this transit period of Rahu. And Rahu looking at the 12th house can make you spend a lot of money in hospitals. So health related matters should be taken care of, your health as well as, the health of your mother and other family members as well, especially your mother. Now, a lot of spiritual practices can actually be a good remedy for this transit. So if you can get into mantra chanting, meditation, yoga, now these are things which can actually improve the quality of Rahu. So Rahu will not trouble you much if you're doing the spiritual practices. But if you are too materialistic, if you're into, partying a lot, I'm not saying partying a lot is bad, but if you're only focusing on that area, Rahu will try to get you towards meditation, or Rahu will try to isolate you a little bit during this transit. So you can enjoy your life, but at the same time, try and see if you can do some kind of practice where you can keep yourself aligned to the universe. And again, another remedy which could be very good is that you can spend a little bit of time in nature, and you can probably visualize that you're absorbing, that good energy from the nature. So these are all actually a very good remedy, because it can really calm you down, and it will ward away any kind of confusion or any kind of stress that you have. And whatever money you're spending, you need to do it very calculatively. So try not to overspend money. And like I said, you need to be very careful with, where you make the investments. And apart from that, you also have to be very careful if you, if you're handling vehicles. So if you drive, please drive carefully, because this is a transit period which is quite prone to accidents and all of that, because 8th house is a house which is related to accidents, and accidents happens very, all of a sudden. So for Capricorn ascendants, the transit is happening in the 3rd house, and from the 3rd house, Rahu is aspecting the 7th house. And it is also, it's also aspecting the 11th house. Now, since Rahu is transiting the 3rd house, if you're into writing books, or if you're in a media of film related career, now Rahu is going to be very beneficial for these careers. It is going to enhance your career. It is going to give short trips. It's going to make you do some short trips related to your career, or even you can also possibly take short trips with your friends and family members also. Here Rahu will definitely help your younger sibling support you. So in case if you're looking to take help from your younger siblings, so they will definitely be ready to help you out. Now, work related matters are definitely going to be good for you. You will be recognized at work, especially like I said, if it is related to media, if it's related to writing, editing. Now, in these areas, definitely your work is going to be appreciated. Now, there are higher chances of promotions, pay increment. Those can be expected during this transit. Now, you also will be taking, in case if you're, planning to start a new business. Now, this particular transit is going to definitely help you get into partnership business, or if you're looking to start a business on your own, even that can happen. And if you're looking to get married, Rahu can bring you a partner, but you have to be careful in choosing your partner because Rahu is an illusion. So choose a partner who is genuine, who can understand you, not put a lot of pressure on you or mentally stress you out. So you should not be, choosing such a partner. So you should definitely be very careful in choosing partners. It could be the marriage partner or it could be business partner. So that thing has to be careful. You have to be careful there. And if you're already doing a business, then definitely there will be expansion in your business. So you will start to see some kind of profits, more profits coming in if you're already getting profit. If you're not making profit, then you will see there are some sort of profit which Rahu is giving you. And since it is looking at the 11th house, like I said, through your business or through your investments, you can get good profits. Your social circle, so you're going to have a lot of people coming to you. It could be in the form of friends, or social circle is basically going to increase. And again, here also, you need to identify who are genuine with you and who are false faces. So now you have to be careful with the kind of people who are around you. For Aquarius ascendants, Rahu is transiting the second house, and from the second house, Rahu is aspecting the sixth house, and it is also aspecting the 10th house. Now you see that this particular transit can bring up variety of challenges in your life. So it can bring some kind of problem with in-laws, and financial matters can be affected. Hence, you need to spend your money very carefully. So you can tend to spend money on unnecessary items. So that should be avoided. In case if there are any health issues, especially with eyes, like the right eye, because, when Rahu is transiting the second house, second house is related to the eye, especially the right eye. So that needs to be taken care of. So in case if you're experiencing any kind of irritation, please visit a doctor. And any health issues, please visit a doctor, because during this time, what happens is you might fall ill. Even after a checkup, you might not know, they might not be able to diagnose, what exactly is the issue. So that kind of illusion is brought by Rahu. Make sure that your eating habit is, is good. Try not to eat a lot of junk food. Try to eat a sattvic food. I'm not telling you that eat sattvic food all the time, but whenever you feel very low, or whenever you feel very low in energy, try to eat, or 2 or 3 days, just try to follow the diet of sattvic food. That should actually lift up your, your mood, it can just bring some kind of peace to your mind. Because the food really affects us. We are what we eat. So in case if you feel low, you can try out this method. And also at work, you see there can be increment in your salary. There can be promotion in your job. And if you're looking for a new job, you will definitely get a new job. But at the same time, Rahu will give you some kind of trouble at work also. Only thing that you need to make sure is when you're dealing with your coworkers, when you're dealing with your bosses, just be very humble. Try not to pick up unnecessary arguments. Whatever you want to communicate, you communicate with them. Of course, if they are wrong and then you want to communicate, that they are wrong, try not to communicate in a very rash or very harsh manner, but try to be very patient, take your time, and then go and talk to them and try to deal with the issue in a very diplomatic manner. So that should be done. And coming to the financial matters, definitely I do see increase in money. So saying, okay, having said that, in case if you're planning to make an investment, try not to make any investment without studying about maybe stock market. Okay, so suppose if you're planning to make an investment in stock market, for example, you should study properly and then make the investment. There are chances that you might spend a lot of money. So try not to spend a lot of money without thinking. Always be calculative and know very well where you're spending the money, so that way you can save your money rather than spending a lot of money unnecessarily. So this is for you, Aquarius ascendants, or even for the moon sign also. Rahu is transiting the first house for the Pisces ascendant or Pisces moon. So Rahu is looking at the 5th house, and also it looks at the 9th house. And it definitely has a mild aspect towards the 7th house also. So Rahu transiting here can actually help you do some introspection, and you can definitely feel connected to yourself. If Rahu is good, if it is in a good dignity in your birth chart, it can take you towards spirituality. You will get into meditation, mantra chanting and all of that. But at the same time, if it is negatively placed or positively placed, whatever it may be, Rahu in the 1st house, it can actually give you a little bit of frustration and irritation, and you tend to lose patience a little quickly during this transit. And also at the same time, it can make you feel a little confused as well. And again, you need to be very careful with what type of food you eat. In case if you're feeling very low, you can try eating sattvic food for a few days so that you can get your energy back, because sattvic food is such type of food which brings energy into your prana, and it will calm down your mind. It'll completely calm you down. So you can try taking sattvic food during this transit. And it is looking at the 5th house. So in case if you're trying to take up some new course, you will be able to take it up and complete it successfully. In case if you have children, you can face some kind of troubles from children, and this can actually cause stress for you. And you can actually take long journeys. So mainly the journeys can be, spiritual related. So you might be visiting some temples, or if you're looking to travel abroad, even that can also take place during this time. Even for higher education, this transit is very good. So if you're planning to do masters, or if you're planning to do PhD, then this transit is going to be really beneficial for you. In case if you feel that this transit is very stressful for you, you can try chanting Navnaga Stotras, or you can visit temples which are dedicated to Nag Devata. So that should mitigate some kind of ill effects that Rahu brings into this transit. So that's it about Pisces ascendant.